Wait a second. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. You guys don't even understand how many times I've filmed this intro, but we're doing this and we're here and we're ready. Welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to be doing this again, you guys. I'm happy to be filming again. I've been sick for quite a while. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can definitely head over to my Instagram to find out what's been going on with me and just what's been going on, really. But I've not been well, but away from that sappy story, I am getting better now and I am back to making videos for you guys. So today I'm super excited because I'll be trying out a mask. Today's Mask Monday. That's why I'm looking a little bit crazy, just a little bit. So it's Mask Monday. It's Mask Monday, and today we're trying out a mask from Shea Moisture. I haven't done this before. This is the first that I'm publishing or putting up on YouTube of these videos, but I've done a few Mask Mondays that are queued for later dates, and I haven't yet done anything from Shea Moisture, so I'm really excited about that. And today we are doing the very popular "I'm really late to this train" is fine. Y'all can come for me in the comments, like at me, because even I'm atting myself because I have been late. It is the Manuka honey and Mafura oil intensive hydration hair mask, and you guys probably already know this mask. Shea Moisture has been a bit of a fight for me. Back when I was in uni, it just didn't work for me, specifically the curl enhancing smoothie. It's like a butter, and I'll pop it on the screen, but I can't remember what it's called, but it's some kind of curl smoothie or something like that. A really popular one that everybody seems to like. It just doesn't work for me. First of all, you know I am protein sensitive, and I am hoping that this doesn't make my hair act up. There are very few masks that make my hair feel amazing. I got this from I believe it's our natural hair something. I'll put it on the screen or in the description below where I got this. Yeah, it was kind of pricey, but I am in Zambia and we don't have direct production or direct distribution of Shea Moisture products from the parent company, so it will be exceptionally more expensive. But without any further ado, I'm talking too much. Let's get started. I've already washed my hair. As you can see, I put it into 4 sections, and yeah, please just ignore my face state right now, my facial state right now. I am going through a lot, or I have been going through a lot, and my skin has just been purging, you guys. Okay, I was actually gonna do a double mask, but I'll save that for another one. So this is my hair, freshly washed. I have nothing in my hair right now, absolutely nothing. And another thing, I don't have a mirror here with me, so this is gonna be very interesting. So the main ingredients in here are Manuka honey, Mafura oil, African rock fig, and this is what it looks like, as you probably already know. As you can see, it hasn't been opened, and this is why I'm super excited. I'm super excited to open this with you guys and just try it out. I have heard so much about it. Off the bat, I think the smell is okay. It's okay to me. It is not overpowering or anything in any way. This is the consistency, if you can see it. Ooh, it's really thick, as you can see. My hair right now is really wiry feeling. because I really cleansed it today. I really deeply cleansed it. I'm gonna part that in another section. Okay, so starting from the back. Wow, it legit feels like I'm putting a cream, like a buttercream on my hair. Hope you guys can see how that is going on. And like first impressions, you guys, of like the feel in my hair. It feels amazing on my hair. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna twist this section up. So I actually told myself that I would avoid talking about the coronavirus issue on my channel and just in my videos, just to sort of be like a place where people can forget about it. But I don't know. I think there's a lot going around, and I think primarily fear. Because these are this was one of the most unexpected things, I think, even for me. And instead of taking like a general view of it, I'm going to talk about my situation and how the coronavirus basically put my life at a standstill and just caused a bit of confusion for me, and how I reacted to it and how I have basically gotten over it. So rewind to 2019, about December, I applied to a sort of, I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's a sort of master's program, literally. It is a program out of what I studied in university. So I studied law, and I don't hate it or anything, but somehow in my studying law or going to uni for law, I discovered another, I would say even bigger passion of mine, and that is sort of health, nutrition, just healthy living, healthy eating, that sort of thing. So, and centered obviously around Christianity. And I'm Adventist, in case you guys don't know. If you want to know a bit more facts about me, I will link a video to where I talk about a couple of facts. I was a lot younger, but it still applies. So as I was saying, I applied to a program, and it was literally a godsend. Like, it was literally a godsend. I was not going to have to pay anything, so you can think of it as like how a scholarship, and you don't have to pay any tuition or boarding fee or anything. And it was exactly that, you guys. And I had been praying for like purpose and just to ask God to help me prioritize my faith more than any worldly thing, more than like the generic careers that we all do, but to also invest in my spiritual health. So I applied for that, and guys, I got in, and I was meant to leave on I believe it was the 1st of May. And if you're watching this right now, it's probably April, mid-April or something. But once the word about the coronavirus came out, it really shook me. I think not the pandemic itself, because you know, if you're a Christian, you know that we are warned about all of these happenings of the world, and it's not surprising to us, or at least it shouldn't. But what shook me was like, I was thinking in my head, like, Lord, you provided this for me, you paved the way for me, you opened doors for me where I didn't need to do hardly anything, to do something that is really in my spirit and is really aligned with your will. How have you allowed this to now happen and pretty much shut down or put at a standstill my plans? And it really made me feel some type of way, you guys. Not gonna lie. And I was shook, and I was really devastated by it. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I thought God is supposed to provide a way for me. I thought, you know, all these things, you know, his promises for me is for prosperity, give me a hope in the future, and this doesn't seem like it. Lord, what are you doing? And you know, it took some time, but you know, I thought to myself, maybe I need to be here during this time. I don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't know what's going to happen 2 months from now. And it really allowed for me to have that time to realize that I needed to be grateful, to have a spirit of gratitude, that I get to spend so much time with my family. As overwhelming as we can all sometimes be, as overwhelming as they can sometimes be for me, and living with your parents at 25 is not a joke. It is. But I decided, look, you can either see it the devil's way or God's way, okay? And I refuse to see God as my enemy. So I took the gratitude route, and I am so blessed to be able to live with my parents. If you know, you know about the fact that I'm a TCK, which means I'm a third culture kid. I spent the majority of my developmental years away from home, away from my parents. So, you know, the general or the typical third culture kid sort of moves around the world with their family. But in our case, the children we moved without our parents and lived around different parts of the world without our parents. So there's that independence that you have, and at the same time, separability, or the distance that grows between persons. And you know, we've grown distant from our family a lot throughout the years, and I just was privileged to be the one to come and spend more time with my family and get to understand and know my family more, even as I grow. And you know what? I refuse to see it as a punishment. I refuse to see it as God letting me down. I see it as such an amazing opportunity, because I see God changing and transforming and pruning, if you want. And there's a verse about that. And I'll put it on the screen here. Pruning my character for good, and pruning my character for his service, and into his likeness, and taking my impatience and creating long suffering, and just giving me the fruits of the Spirit when I least understood. Like, you know, we pray for the fruits of the Spirit and to be more like God, but the process, it's not an instant thing like tomorrow I'm going to wake up with patience. No, for me to have patience, I must face the opposite of that. Okay, I must face people constantly pushing me out of or past my limit, pushing me against the wall, past my boundaries. And that's how we cultivate the fruits of the Spirit. Thank God. Honestly, it has been a serious ride. I've been home 3 years now, and it has been something, you guys. But as I was saying, I choose to see this as a time to be grateful, to really enjoy the communion with my family, and just the closeness and interaction and getting to know them. and in turn getting to know the heart of God and how he cares about everybody, each and every person. And I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen next month. I don't know who's going to be here and who's not. And I'm being realistic. So honestly, it's best to choose to be grateful, because you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I refuse to be that person that takes things for granted, and family for granted, and people in my life for granted, especially my family. So it is definitely a time to appreciate them and to grow close to them and to understand them. Yeah, because you just never know. Even this pandemic is a serious and real-time example of the fact that we do not have control over anything. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So that is honestly my outlook and how I see or choose to see what the coronavirus has, or how it has changed my life. I am using this time to invest in relationships, especially with my family, to understand myself more and allow God to transform my character into his likeness, and in readiness even for the program if I'm going to have to take it next year. I believe he does everything purposely and purposefully. Yeah, and nothing is catches him by surprise or is by mistake. And I know he's doing this for my good. So all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. And I am not so much afraid about this pandemic thing, because honestly, one of my favorite verses, God has not given us a spirit of fear. He has not given us a spirit of fear. He has given us a spirit of love, of power, and sound mind. And just remember that. That's something that I continue to, remember. And that is one of my favorite verses. So if you are feeling fear, it is not from God, but from the enemy. And you need to recognize that, pray over it, and allow God to give you the peace that passes all understanding. And another thing that comforts me, I think, is his promise of sending the Comforter, who is the Holy Spirit, to be with us and to be with us in this walk of life. It's not easy. And even in these times that are a bit uncertain, I take comfort in the fact that I have the Comforter right next to me, and I can talk to God, and I can let him know how I feel, and he will give me his peace. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We literally have nothing to fear, except we forget who has led us and brought us to this point. Yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you are definitely not neglecting to take precautions, wash your hands, sanitize your hands, social distancing. Let me not even talk about that one, because as an introvert, not gonna lie, social distancing is kind of easy. If you're an introvert, let me know below, because honestly, it is one of the easiest things. So social distancing and all of that, 1 meter apart if you have to leave the house. Yeah, I hope you guys are following all of those directives. And we have come to the end of, never mind, we have one more. Yeah, so I was also thinking about this, you guys. I guess this is the last topic on being an introvert and how it's super easy. For the first time in life, society is sort of siding with the introvert, or making it okay to be an introvert. Have you guys noticed that? That's mind-blowing. But at the same time very uncomfortable, because it's you're used to society being extroverted and it being basically a sin to be an introvert. But it's the tables have turned, and I was thinking about it a lot and how it's super easy for me, but I suddenly turned to think about how difficult it must be for extroverts. And if you're an extrovert and you derive energy from being around people, and in this time you have to be alone more than with people, I empathize with you. I don't only sympathize, but I empathize with you. I imagine the same way I feel overly drained in overstimulating situations is how you feel when you are sort of prohibited from being in situations that bring you energy. And I don't think anybody should have to go through something like that for such a prolonged period of time. And I empathize with you. If you're one such person, I really do empathize with you. And I couldn't possibly imagine what it feels like and what you must be going through. Same with people who might be in a depression. Definitely, 3 tips that I'd give is, as hard as it is, I know it's difficult, but talk to somebody. Sometimes talking to a stranger is easier than talking to people you know. And even better, sites where you can talk to professionals about what you're going through. Places like BetterHelp. It is a beautiful place for you to go and find professionals that can help you. And if that's a bit too expensive for you, try and find somebody on Facebook. Try and find some forums where you can find people who can talk to you about that. If that's a bit of a far-fetched idea, go to YouTube and get some self-help videos and spend this time in the Word of God. Begin from Genesis. And probably once this thing is done, you'll be done. You'll be at the point of revelation. But definitely open the Bible. People don't realize the amount of power that is in those pages. Open the Bible. Pray. Talk to God. He is an ever-present help. In the time of trouble, in the time of joy, He is ever-present and willing to help you. So I hope you would talk to God about it. I hope you will talk to somebody about it. Your family. And if they undermine the situation, God is always there to listen and to help. And He's the only one out of every single person who knows exactly how you feel. And He can help. So definitely talk to Him. Learn about Him through His Word. Become friends with Him. That's something that I would say. Definitely treat your body well. Exercise every single day or every other day as much as you can. Eat healthy. It really does make a difference on your mental health. Trust me. Eat healthy. Limit the amount of worldly music that you listen to. Or if you want to take my approach, completely cut off worldly music. Completely. And just spend time with the Word. Spend time in uplifting music. Christian music or gospel music. And what else would I say? Definitely have a routine. It can be a bit confining to be in a situation where you're at home all the time, but dress up, take a shower in the morning, after you do your exercise, eat healthy, have a routine, and do different things that make you happy. I'm thinking of going back to painting, which is exciting for me. Discover new hobbies, learn new things. We have places like Udemy, Khan Academy, so many things online to do. So I hope you have somehow benefited from these tips that I've given you, and I hope you guys are having a good week. Now it will be the beginning of the new week if you're watching this, and we're done with the mask. Can you guys imagine that? We are done with the mask. It is one of the best masks, hands down, that I have had or tried. And for me, the real result or show I don't know what I'm trying to say, for me to be able to establish whether it's good or not is after I have washed my hair and how it feels. So we'll be waiting for that. I think I'm gonna have this overnight and wash it out in the morning.
I'll come over here and show you guys exactly what it looks like. So until next time, thank you for listening to my Mask Monday rant and being here with me. I really appreciate your company and your presence here. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And just have a blessed week. Don't forget to pray.
Bye. Take care and God bless. Wait a second. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see this? Do you guys see? What?